All of all. Don't be static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined with the feelings of negativity. Only cross one positive when you feel all of all negativity, only adding up to a feeling of good as the absolute good truth of God of you, only crossing bigger and better than the negativity until all the negativity subtracts to one nothing up out of reality check. All of all, as I lay here and I watch TV and I digest what's just happened in the election with Donald Trump and Joe Biden, I would just like to state this to the reality of everybody. You know, we're celebrating all throughout the United States that Donald Trump has lost the election, but I want to explain something to you about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a product of a Democratic Party ran wild with policies that never amounted to anything good for the average person. And in reality, you're celebrating the same thing that brought him into office. A big old police state and a whole bunch of bureaucrats right up in every aspect of your life, you know. And let me tell you something about these Democrats. I don't know where you're from, but where I'm from, right, they went from 12 prisons to 42 over a 20-year period. And let me tell you something about Joe Biden. He's one of the people who made that happen. You hear me? Let me tell you something about Kamala Harris. She's one of the people who made that happen. You hear me? Regardless if you believe that or not. And I want to explain something to you about leadership. Anybody who wants to treat you like an animal, right, or treat you less than because you're some sort of fool with a lack of knowledge ain't no kind of leader anyways, man. If you believe for any reason locking children of God, men, women, or anybody up in cages, right, is the absolute good God and truth of you, if you believe that going to war and killing folks to no end is the absolute good God and truth of you, if you believe in dictating policies through capitalistic means, meaning that you will sell out the substance, durability, and solidness, the value of things being positive to the here and now of you, well, in reality, your leadership is nothing. And let me tell you something, Kamala Harrison. And let me tell you something, Joe Biden. And let me tell you something, Donald Trump. You're 1 3 of the same. One fucked up America. And I'll tell you absolutely what I know without a faithful freaking doubt. None of y'all's going to last. None of you. You hear me? Because in reality, you're too much. You're too much on the condition of the world, man. Going south. It's too negative. You hear me? The state of our affairs have come to a point in which if your faith doesn't quit existing, you will no longer exist because we are becoming too toxic not to state as facts to the good truth of us, to the reality of us. And you want to know what those facts are? People need homes. People need food. People need a way to sustain no matter what. And if you're the leadership and you're the overseer of us and you want to stick us in prison, you want to stick us in jail, you want to call us drug addicts, you want to call us raping, robbing, murdering, victim thieves, because those things are lacked from us and we have nowhere to go when we're being some sort of fool before we are destroyed for it. Well, in reality, right, you're the problem. And guess what? Until this changes, until you see that you cannot buy and sell everything, especially somebody's home, you hear me? That it's the foundation and the structure of all decent life, right? You'll always have wars. You'll always have poverty. You always have killing. You always have hate. You always have bias. And I will always be here to destroy every single one of you type fools to the reality of it. Because the fact, you can take this all the way to the bank, right? The state of one positive, right, from the inside out is the substance, durability, and solidness. It is the value and volume of all you see, hear, taste, touch, smell, say, and do. And it is the absolute good truth of all, only crossing to the bigger and better of all negativity. You hear me? And in reality, that doesn't suffer out of existence. That doesn't die. But all of all else is faithfully less than. That is a fact. I am your king. You can let these people run you up any way under the sun. You can let them kill you out to nothing. But in reality world, these type people are unevolved bushwhackers. They're one America. They're one government already around the world, man. You hear me? Trying to make us all one way. But we aren't this one way. We are children of God. We were created to populate the cosmos for all of existence to infinity. But not with unevolved leadership, unevolved rulers, and unevolved lives, man, crisscrossing us to one nothing. And guess what? Those days are over because I am no coward. You hear me? And in reality, anything I ever did, right, I can make the bigger and better of it. That's the absolute good truth of God of me. I'm going to come back absolutely positively bigger and better than all of it. And where I do come up short, God as truth is the reality of me. Because I am not having it. I don't lie. And I don't care for people who state that they are some way the good of me, man, right? When it's not producing me out positive, man, from the inside out 360 degrees. That's the absolute bigger and better than nothing. These people are sellouts, and they have no substance. They have no durability. They have no solidness. They are not lasting in reality. I'm here and now. Just still all they are, because I ain't having it. If you are faithfully thinking you're the leadership of anybody, and like I said, you don't make sure they have homes and a way to sustain with food and enough utilities to make it regardless, overall commerce, over all things, you ain't shit, your leadership ain't shit, and guess what? You're going straight to hell for it. That's a fact check. That's God. That's truth. That's a reality check. And I'm absolutely positively here to make it happen.